back everyone. Sunday afternoon here at Steve's place down under. I'm Steve, and today I was going to start up the D line enter here for, there's a few blokes recommended I start it, requested it. I went to do that. I thought I'd do it off camera and just make sure it's all, save a bit of footage basically, and then the starter's not thrown in. So the last time, well, probably 5 years ago we had it going, we had to tow it. So I thought while I was next to this one, it's also got a V8 in it. That's a 345 International V8, and so is this one. This is a 1966 C1820 ACCO. ACCO is ACCO, and it's arguable what that means, but I believe it's Australian Sea Line cab over. Some say Australian constructed cab over, and then you had AACO, which was Australian A-line cab over, but some people say Australian Army cab over because they originally were designed for the Army, and they had a lot of influence off, if you can see that truck there, that Blitz, that's a Ford V8 Blitz there, made in Canada. Haven't yet featured it on the program. So today, I won't do a history on the ACCO because as you can see I've got quite a collection of them. That's not all of them there, but I will do a separate video on that. I started to, and there's a little bit of information I'd like to add, so we never finished editing that video. So this it's probably been 2 years. I used it in the house renovation because I was getting building material delivered here, and they wouldn't take their late model trucks up behind the house because my house is on a bit of a slope. So I'd load it all onto the ACCO, then I'd drive it up there. It's got no brakes or anything, but seemed to not have a problem this one, but the late model stuff wouldn't, so, or the blokes wouldn't. So it's been parked here for about 2 years. It should go. I'll put a battery in, I'll just hit the button, it wound over just to see if that was charged. I bought this for about $1,000 off a mate of mine. He'd never had it going, he just bought it in another deal of stuff he had. And I think that's when I bought the HD7, the Alice Chalmers, and this was out the front of the way out. He said, "You want that too?" And I said, "Yeah, well, why not?" "Well, what do you get for $1,000?" And she's not in bad order. I mean, the roof's rusted, but it's pretty good overall. Good tray on it. It's a 345 cubic inch International V8, as I said. It's got a 5-speed gearbox with a 2-speed diff, so it's only single drive, when all the other ones are tandem. 66 model, I'm not sure. You can see those two ACCOs there. The cream one is a 71. You can see the difference in the cabs. The actual front section is the same, which is all bolt on, but the cab itself is different. You can see the drop down door on the cream one, and this one the door comes straight across and then you step down into it. They're actually very hard to get out. Probably a dangerous thing with a petrol V8 in them, to be honest. If she coughed or caught a light or something, it's not the best thing to get out of. Plus you can see on the actual hubcap is a step to get into it, where the 71 model has got the step in front of the wheel there. That 71 model there is an 8-wheeler, twin steer, bogey drive. It's got probably used to have a 345 or a 392, possibly a 6354 Perkins, could have been petrol V8, I don't know, but now it's got a 5-cylinder 2-stroke Nissan diesel supercharged in it. I haven't had it going since I've been doing the channel. Last time it ran was when we unloaded it off the truck. I haven't driven it, I've only just had it running, and the bottom coolant pipe is broken off the housing, so can't run it long at all. But I'd like to fix that and actually run it. But it makes quite the noise, that thing. It makes a GM sound like a bloody cake mixer. The one next, anyway, I'll do the rest of them as an ACCO story, but this one I just thought we'd see if she goes. I've sort of got a, I don't know, half hour. It's Sunday afternoon here. I've been and got fitted for my wedding this morning, and then I've done a bit of yard work, and we had some lunch and a couple of beers, and now the sun's going down, but I thought I'd have time for the D line, but I don't want to work on it. I just want to see if she goes. I'll take her for a quick black, and you just can see her run, and it'll be another episode for you all. But for those blokes who did want to see the red D line, it will be going maybe next Sunday when I've got a bit of time. I'll drop the starter off, and last time we had it going, it just ran so terrible. But I don't know if the timing's out or what, but I'll do another story on that when we get it going. So I'll poke this in the door. and you see the old motor start. I've checked her over, well, the oil anyway. I'll just put some coolant in her and if she needs it. Alright, I'll sneak around the driver's side. We'll take the top off her and drop a bit down the throat of her just to save some battery power. I've got an electric fuel pump, so if there's any in the tank, which it's hard to tell in this thing where the fuel cap's located, but I did drive it here. Again, it was a long time ago. I've had a lot of hot days. It may have evaporated, but we'll just see. This section of my property always smells like stale petrol with these few old petrol trucks sitting here. It must leak out over the years and not a real good smell, but smells old, which is good also. I'll swing up into her here. So she's checked over. I've done that off camera, filled the water up and give her a go. She mightn't have any spark. Give her a rest. They've always been a bastard thing to start these. Any of them I've got are anyway. I think she's flooded. Really got to rely on that throttle pump to keep it going. Like, it's not tuned real well, but it's got a 2-barrel Holley on it. Disconnect the power here. She's hot inside, she gives you a workout. Handbrake works okay, foot brake doesn't. It's vacuum over hydraulic, these ones. So there you all go. Hope you liked that quick episode of the ACCO. In an attempt to start the D line, but we thought we'd have all the right gear here, so we tried this one and it worked. It was just flooded at the start, I think. You really got on that throttle pump, even though you tip some down and it's just not enough. She didn't have any problems. Had spark, just wouldn't fire. Old fuel too, I suppose. So if you like that, please like, share, subscribe. It's only a short episode. Private message on Facebook, I really enjoy that when people reach out to share stuff they've got, photos of what they're doing and stuff like that. It's really good. So merchandise available, new range of that coming, what's been ordered, so hopefully, I don't know, hopefully this week possibly, so that's exciting to me. And there's plenty more to come. Thanks very much for watching.